What's a good word, everyone? It's your boy DKB here. I just want to say thanks for all the support. The channel's been steadily growing, and the number you see below, you can drop a text, shoot a voicemail, any ideas, topics, collabs, etc. you guys want to see. I'll include them in future videos and live streams, and I'll catch you again. Be easy. What's a good word, Jets fans? It's your boy DKB here, and the Dallas Cowboys may have done us a huge favor if you're a fan of Aaron Glenn. So let's just dive into Mike McCarthy's situation here for a little bit, and then we'll talk about the benefits for us. But McCarthy's been with the Cowboys for the last 5 years, right? He gets let go, but you have to imagine that for Mike McCarthy, it's been, at least for the last 2 years or so, a very stressful environment to be in because it's kind of been walking on eggshells. You have the media calling for his head, you have the fans calling for his head, and while he's getting glowing comments from Jerry Jones in publicly, you also have Jerry Jones effectively mentioning that there's the potential, there's the expectation that they may move on from Mike McCarthy. So you don't really know what's going to happen. And considering the talent level and kind of the expectations that come with being America's football team, I can see why they would move on. It's very reminiscent of his Packers tenure, where during the regular season, highly successful, and then when they get to the playoffs, for some reason it turns into a dumpster fire. Play calling goes downhill. There's redundant mistakes and things that are repetitively made, kind of shooting themselves in the foot. So not really what you want to see, but also in that same token, Mike McCarthy's resume speaks for itself, and he's highly regarded when it comes to peers in the coaching ranks, and then of course a favorite amongst players as well. So for a coach, that's about as good as it gets, especially considering he brings a Super Bowl to his name, even though you would imagine he could have more. So some team is going to go out there and want to throw money at him to bring him in. You also have, coming on the heels of that, odd situation about a week ago where the Bears wanted to interview him. So for all intents and purposes, you didn't expect this Cowboys positioning to open up, because they declined the Bears interview. And yet during the exclusive negotiation window that McCarthy had with the Cowboys, nothing came of it, right? They couldn't agree on the extension, which is, I guess, kind of the official word that Jerry Jones is putting out there. And so they amicably split sides. It's open season on Mike McCarthy now, which brings us to the New York Jets. According to, and I think this is a local beat writer for the Saints, but Nick Underhill mentioned that the Saints are very interested, highly interested in bringing in Mike McCarthy, and he may actually have just usurped Aaron Glenn as the favorite to become the Saints head coach. Now, this is important for a number of reasons. One, it drops down in opening. That one has been open for a while, so with the Cowboys just opening, that's kind of a nice swap. You also have rumors with Cowboys and Deion Sanders, for example, so stuff is going to get crazy there. And also the Cowboys isn't a destination that's generally been favorable for first-time coaches, so they may look to try to have somebody established anyways. So I wouldn't imagine somebody like Aaron Glenn would necessarily be a favorite for Jerry Jones. But getting back onto our ship, it shuts down the position. It would make the Jets, I'd imagine, the odds-on favorite to lose Aaron Glenn, or to gain Aaron Glenn, right? Which effectively means that he's our prize to lose. Now, again, if you're an Aaron Glenn fan, this is music to your ears. If not, and you're still shaky, you're on the rocks, you like somebody else, it is what it is, but it at least leaves us another qualified guy there just in case whoever your favorite happens to be gets snatched up by a different team. Now, on the McCarthy front, whether this is negligent, dumb, whatever the case is, we don't seem to be interested in McCarthy, so it doesn't seem like there's going to be any kind of conflict or anything that holds up potentially going after Aaron Glenn here, especially coming off the heels of the last video I dropped about us potentially dragging our feet. So all in all, I would be thrilled if this series of events work out that way, and I haven't seen that an interview or anything has been scheduled just yet. I think we're only coming off of 24, 48 hours of McCarthy being fired, but I would expect news to start firing off here pretty soon. And hopefully it works in our favor, man. Again, I'm pulling for Aaron Glenn. I just think everything's kind of aligning perfectly for him. And one of the underrated pieces, and I've chatted with you guys in comments about this, I may have kind of let it go underspoken a bit, but I think I've dropped this in a few videos as well. There's something to say for somebody that wants and desires, and in Aaron Glenn's case, he even mentioned it being his dream job before, wants to be at a destination, right? There is a hunger, there is kind of a persistence and a mentality there that just really gets you off on the right foot, right? When you want to talk about internal, just fire, right? That burning or that yearn to want to have that success here. And that's what probably gets me riled up the most about Aaron Glenn coming, because you don't get that with a ton of people. It's why, even if we did want Rex Ryan, which I heard we're no longer looking to pursue, I would have at least been okay with that move, because I know there's probably arguably nobody that outwardly loves the Jets more than Rex Ryan, with as boisterous about it and stuff that he is. So with that said, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you again. Peace.